Some might say it's cold. Others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Right to the air is Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
That's a good start to the ball game. Maybe a little bit of a tone setter offensively. They come out throwing right away, and it's an early completion and a quick first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it? You kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
7 yards left for second down. Ball at the 10.
Jackson now. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Doubs. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They go play action here on first down. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 42. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. But you look at this defense. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's caught by Myers. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. A big play that time on the catch and run. 39 yards.
Oh, I think we all understand his disappointment. He didn't quite get to the end zone, and you know it's just got to be tough to see a yard line underneath you after a play like that. Still, all in all, a huge play, and now they're set up 1st and goal at the 1.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, no two ways around it. Anytime you get the current #1 and #2 seeds in the AFC playing each other this late in a season, it's a big game.
It is definitely a big game, and not just for seeding and placement and such, but for trying to establish yourself as the team to beat. You want everyone else in the league to look at you and say, boy, it's going to be tough to knock those guys off.
Alpha, sit on! 180! Ready, shot!
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Now 2nd and 9. Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
These two teams all tied after one.
7-7.
Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and throw for it here. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Next to score, Ravens 21, Raiders 7. Justin Tucker to be kicked off for Baltimore.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me, because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I'm so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Hitting Mayer here on the out route. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. He'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. A handoff. Jacobs running to the left. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Got his man. It's Tucker complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 29-yard line. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Once again, it's Jacobs. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. They'll go with a keeper. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. They'll run with Jacobs. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
on! Hey, hey! Hey, come on.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And Jackson throwing once more. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. That was signaling a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Don't worry. No, we changed it. You.
Jackson on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a first and goal.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he's going to go down. So they pass up the field goal attempt to go for 6, but as a result, they leave points on the field, and that's going to do it for this first half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get it.
There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Zamir White, 63 yards. And the Raiders are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
The Ravens take over. At their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory, right at the 40. Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Go.
Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Hey, hey. Sit up.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 57 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
The running game's played a huge part in getting him down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
To throw is Jackson. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Here's a handoff to Jacobs running left. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And a short pickup there down to about the 9.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. Now a loose football, the ball comes out, and he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over at the sideline, there's the head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it, field goal time.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
From the 46, here's the 2nd down and 9.
Now it's Jackson.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
There he goes left side.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
A huge play there on the screen pass. And even 40 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson now.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. He'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Jacobs going to try the middle, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 38-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 94 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do. Late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and run the clock.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Playing ball. Here we go. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the point. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll look to throw here. And it is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Some collective effort sails over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Another good throw there in what has been a strong rookie season to this point, Charles, as he now has surpassed the 3,000-yard mark with that last completion.
And just think, he's been forced to learn on the job here in his first year. Normally, veterans talk about, hey, I've got the answers to the test before the game even begins. But this guy's taking the test with every throw, with every game. And so far, he's passing with flying colors.
Jacobs.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
All of a sudden, those lanes over there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Jacobs again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone.
And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh, yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to swell the lead to 6. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Middle.
Jackson to throw. Connects with Duvernay. Through the middle of the field.
And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown.
Devin Duvernay.
75 yards.
And the Ravens strike quickly here to tie up the ball game.
They do tack on the extra point as well, and that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had, because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
He's back to throw. He has Mayer complete.
I like what they did there. Still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
A big play here as the crowd noise rises. 3rd and 1.
Back to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
Back to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. A give, it's Jacobs off the option.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
They'll look to throw.
Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. It may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, and a 3rd would win it. And his kick is right there. It's good, and it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
First and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Go right here. Ready, shot. Go. Ready, shot.
One last shot for Jackson. Steps away to his left. And now look at this. this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And this not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours, right? So is your body going to be awake when it's time to play? A lot of teams actually rehearse it. They practice it, maybe the week of the game.